On to the 5710, which is the channel of perfected form, and it is the design of survival. So the 57 we went over a couple slides ago, it's the gentle, it's the gate of intuitive insight, it's that splenic gate. And then gate 10 is treading, it's the gate of behavior of self, and it's an identity gate. So now we're bringing in the identity center, which is that yellow diamond. And so the 5710 is projecting a quality of behavior guided by intuitive awareness. It's grounded in loving and appreciating oneself. And behavior is the core of our species' ability to survive. If you can't behave, like, you're going to get kicked out pretty quick, and then the places you end up aren't going to be as good.
And the thing is, survival behavior is always tuned into right now, and it has to be. And that means behavior, this behavior we have, the behavior itself isn't so much the awareness mechanism. The behavior informs the awareness mechanism of 57, of basically translating that behavior and then reinforming that behavior. This is like a back and forth between this 57 and this 10. And the reason it's this perfected form, obviously, is because this is the creative channel of this circuitry. 10 says, obviously, the behavior has to be just right, and its capacity to manipulate its own behavior is profound. It's like, billions and billions of degrees of behavior get calculated and lived out through 57's empowering awareness that gently is right in the now, intuitive, and says, hey, behavior, shift a little bit, speak louder, speak softer, duck, and get your friends down with you, you know what I mean, because you survive together. It says all of these things about your behavior. Walk quicker through this place, it's no good for you. Keep talking to that person, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, your behavior changes. They're mad, simmer down, behavior simmers down, or simmers up. Now, all this stuff could happen in a flash with 3420, but that's not, 3420 isn't behavior. It's just an atom bomb. This is the finessed version of that. And that's part of why it's the creative channel of integration.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like 10 is the correct behavior, and then 57 would be like in the moment, with this base of survival.
Creating this wide menagerie and array of your various possible behaviors. I love the example Ra gave. It's like, if you don't have a gate 10, you don't necessarily know how to behave.
Yeah.
And so behavior is important, folks. If you go into the jungle with a boombox, something's going to eat you. That's the wrong behavior. If you show up at the queen's dinner and you don't have all your genuflections down, that's the wrong behavior too.
You got to know how to curtsy. You got to know how to interact.
Whatever the things are. I got a fork in my hand like this. Not, however that would work. Not going to work.
Yeah, you got to know how to behave with where you're at, and that's different. You're going to behave differently, at a basketball game than you're going to behave in church. Then you're going to behave in a courtroom. Then you're going to behave hanging out in your friends or at a concert or at a dive bar. Like, there's correct behavior based on who you are, where you are, who you're with, everything that's going. So this is that awareness of your correct behavior in the moment for your own survival and the wellness of your ongoing life.
And we are constantly modifying our behavior to do that. And so the trick is to recognize that that's a correct thing to do. It's totally fine. And only if you're not following your strategy and authority, then do you start to let that correcting your behavior along the way, like manipulating your own behavior along the way, run out of control and be who you're not. And now you're living out what you're not. And that's why strategy and authority get so important at all turns. It'll always come back to that. So this perfected form is just creative right now.
So thank you for hanging out. Thank you, Danny, for this. Thank you to our audience. And thank you for everyone watching live, everyone watching on the replay. Thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting. I love it. It makes me really, really happy, and it helps us a lot. We're still a wee witty bitty baby channel, but we're building it. So we're happy to have you here with us. So thank you for hanging out.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Bye.